Well, welcome back, subscribers, to another Friday the 13th series review. This episode is known as A Cup of Time. This stars Hilary Shepard and Maxine Miller, and also a young Lisa Jacob, who also you may remember being in Mrs. Doubtfire, as well as being in season 2 of Friday the 13th series in the episode The Playhouse. This episode is about Swapper's Ivy that was cursed onto a teacup, to where the person who has the teacup gives it to someone and they die, to making the person who has the curse object younger. And so, being the character Hilary Shepard plays a Sarah Bareilles, who is an older lady, and she's been using this to become young, and now she's became a singer called Lady Di, which in this episode she plays the singer as well as, and when she goes and kills these people, and she slowly sort of becomes older because things start to happen to where she loses the power. Lisa Jacob plays a young, orphaned, homeless young girl who just roams around in the forest and sleeps in the forest, and comes in contact with Jack and Mickey and Ryan, and then they have taken her to their place, and she stays for a little bit. This episode is really interesting because I like it, and before I go any further, I would give this 4 stars out of 5. It's a really good, well-made episode and well-directed episode. And the director of this is F. Harvey Frost, and the writer is Barbara Sachs. Now, Barbara Sachs, you may remember as being one of the producers on Friday the 13th Part 7. Let's just say that this also has a small appearance by Tim Bird, who a lot of people may not know the name, but he ended up playing in Saw 3. Excuse me, he ended up playing in Saw 2 as a character that gets killed. Let's see, some interesting little things about this episode. When Jack goes through the manifest and looks and sees that it was previously owned by a Fat Eddie Bareilles, Mickey and Ryan go to the place to find if he still has this Swapper's Ivy teacup, and they find out that he's not there anymore. And with a bit of little humor, Ryan says, "Well, they can't call him Fat Eddie anymore because all he is a skeleton." He didn't say he's only a skeleton, but he did say, "Well, they can't call him Fat Eddie anymore." Just little things like that. And another little part is when they want to go interview Di, and Ryan and Mickey's the chauffeur, and Ryan's like the news reporter, because Jack had written up the proper credentials to go in there and be able to interview her on the radio station. Maxine Miller plays Birdie, who happens to be have a little man crush on Jack, and Jack is trying to stay away, but she finally gives up about trying to get him. But her character Birdie, she actually was taking care of Sarah Bareilles until she went and disappeared, and and eventually throughout the episode, it gets in the little girl's hand. Then Mickey and Ryan get the teacup. Then somehow Birdie goes in there and steals it, wearing like a stocking over her head, and she gets in a cab and drives away. And she tries to make herself younger, but ended up changing her mind. And then from there, it gets back to Lady Di, and then Jack gets it, and then that's the end. But I like how like I said in the previous episodes of reviews, I like how in each episode it shows you what happens in the beginning, and then it shows throughout the episode trying to get it to it, and then at the end part it shows them the reflection of the episode, and where Birdie takes the little girl, Lisa Jacob's character, and gives her a nice home to live in. So yeah, all in all, this is a pretty interesting, great episode. You have a great direction to this, a great writing, and some great characteristic parts of the series. I think this is like the episode where it actually started to come into its stride. Even though this is only the fourth episode, I think this episode showed that there is a lot of character development that can be done just by the little things like them wanting to be a rock singer and a chauffeur, going in there interviewing someone, or um, interacting with a young girl and trying to help her out, stuff like that. It started to build into the episode as the episodes went on. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this review. Um, Next review will be Halloween, which is the fifth episode, and the return of Louis Vanderdee, who returns in that episode. That will be on next Saturday or next Sunday review. Before I go, I want everyone to know that I appreciate each and every one of you who have liked, subscribed, commented to this channel. We are now at 181 subscribers. That's amazing. I'm really thrilled to have that many. My projection was to hit 200 by the end of the year. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, but for the ones that are sticking around and do watch and like and comment on my videos, I really appreciate and thank you. But one other thing, on this coming Friday or Saturday, depending on how things can go, I'm going to, like I ranked the Friday the 13th last week. Next week, I'm going to rank the Halloweens. Now, these are going to be ranked from Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween 1 through Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And my little thoughts on the Halloween film that's coming out next year for the 40th anniversary. So, thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you have a great weekend and a great week.